We're going to get this thing started. It's exactly 1:05. Guys, we have daily team trainings at 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. every day. Remember, the whole goal, the whole focus, the whole motto here is you got to get educated in order to get results, right? If you get educated, you're going to get results. If you get results, you can build a business, right? Because you can tell people about the results you're getting. So excited to have you all on. I know a lot of y'all on the call today are on different packages or different curriculums in the academy, but it doesn't matter. The thing about the culture that we're building here is we make sure that you all eat everywhere, right? So if you're at HFX, you're going to secure HFX bags, but we want to also make sure that you catch the regular Forex trades as well, right? If you're on FRX, we want you to be able to hop on some of those HFX go lives that we're sharing with the team so that you can make money there as well. And y'all already know the crypto trades that are coming out, the crypto, dropping those in the chat so y'all can maximize, right? Shout out to everybody on the call. Today's training is going to be a quick training, right? And it's going to really be about the foundations of Forex and really how to take the trade ideas that are dropped in the group. All right. Now, if you're on the HFX package and you're brand new, you may not yet be in the signals group, but let your sponsor know you're not in the group. I will make sure we add you. I know Shanika, you just started on HFX. I got to add you to the group. If anyone else is not in the trade signals group, let your sponsor know right now. Like text them, send them a telegram right now so we can get you added immediately after this call. So what that signals group is, guys, is those are different trade ideas that are coming out from the products that the academy gives us, the educators, right? So it could be coming from the harmonic scanner, it can be coming from Gold Cup, it can be coming from swipe trades. All of these tools that we have in the academy that literally spit out trades. You know, we're sharing some of those that we do our own analysis on, that we see the possibility of you making money, all right? But I want you all to understand how to take those trades, right? Understand how to use proper risk management when taking those trades so you can make money, okay? The goal is to make money. If you're on the call right now, drop in the chat this right now, drop some money bags or some money signs in the chat if you took any of the trade ideas for the morning and made money. Okay, if you made money today already from some of the trades that have been shared in the group this morning, drop some dollar signs. Drop some dollar signs, right? I made money on about three of them, right? I see Chi-Chi has, I see Dolce has, Empress Mo has, I know Malik has, I know Suzette did, right? Anybody who's taking those trades, guys, you're making money. And you don't have to even know what you're doing. All you got to do is take 5 seconds out of your day, plug the trade into your phone, and secure the buy. Okay? Mr. Sincere, I saw him. He made money too. I don't know his demo or his live account. It doesn't matter. What I want y'all to understand is that these things that we're dropping is to help you guys get results, help you make money, help you make that $6 a day so you can pay your member. All right? So, see, Mr. Sincere made stupid money. He needs to stop over leveraging though, right? I think Mr. Sincere made about $400 by 11 o'clock this morning taking the trades. Okay, he said it's demo. Okay, that's cool. Demo give you the same emotion as real money, bro, right? So that's cool. That's cool. You're taking the trades and at least you're understanding how to do it. So that's what this call is about today, okay? So there's a couple things that I want you to understand as we go through this today, all right? The first thing, today we're talking FRX, Forex, okay, guys? So I want you to understand, first of all, the difference between HFX, okay? HFX, we use an entirely different broker. The system is entirely different, okay? But you're still making money. But today we're focusing on FRX, Forex. So the first thing I want you to understand, to take these trades for FRX, you've got to have an app downloaded on your phone called MetaTrader 4, okay? MetaTrader 4, okay? Some of the stuff I'll be dropping, or someone on the team will be dropping these notes in the chat. But MetaTrader 4, it doesn't matter if you have Android, you have iPhone, you want to download that app on your phone. That's literally the money app. You got that app on your phone, we get you a account and a funded account, you're going to make money daily from your phone, okay? So make sure you download MetaTrader 4. Now, once you get your MetaTrader 4 app on your phone, it comes automatically with a demo account. Remember, demo is fake money, live markets. So exactly what happens in demo will happen in the real markets when you put real money. But for your first 24 hours, guys, trade demo. Take the trades with demo before you actually go live, all right? Once you've taken a couple of demo trades, let your sponsor know, listen, I'm ready to fund up. All you got to say is fund up. Well, you know that means you're ready to put money in your account and you're ready to start making actual money, okay? So let your sponsor know you're ready to fund your account. We're going to get your broker set up and get you funded so you can start taking these trades. Now, the first thing I want you guys to understand as we go through this, right, are some risk management calculations. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys. Okay, what does risk management mean? Risk management means these are the type of, this is what you want to do when you're taking trades so that you're not blowing your account, you're not losing your money, you're minimizing your loss and maximizing your risk. Okay, all right, cool. So risk management. The first thing I want you to do, and I want you guys to either take screenshots or take notes. It's super, super important, okay? With FRX and Forex, you want to make sure, okay, that we're calculating the correct lot size when you're trading. Now, if you don't know what lot size is, y'all go to the 100 series of the Academy. We're going to have some basic videos that teaches you, but basically a lot size is how much you're risking in a trade for Forex. Okay, you get to select the lot size. You get to select your risk amount when you're trading, but you want to make sure that based on how much money you have in your account, you're using the correct lot size. So here's a rule of thumb to make it really easy for everyone to remember. In order to calculate the lot size that you use when placing a trade in your MetaTrader 4 app, guys, remember this, the 10% of 10% rule, okay? Just write that down, 10% of 10%. I'm going to show you what that means. Basically, guys, all that means is that if you have a $100 account, right, you take 10% of 10%. So what does that mean? You got a $100 account. What's 10% of $100, guys? Y'all, this is interactive. So what is 10% of $100? Drop it in the chat or feel free to, it's a small group. $10, right? So 10% of $100 is $10. Now, what does the rule say? You're taking 10% of 10%. So if you take $100 lot size, 10% of that is $10. What's 10% of $10? $1. So what that means, guys, is you got to say, okay, $1. Your maximum lot size, okay, for the trades that you're going to take for that day is going to be $1. Now, I'm going to show you what that means in lot size. Don't get confused, guys. I promise you, after we do a couple examples, it's going to make sense. Just remember $1. Now, we got to look at what our lot size is, right? What equates to $1, okay, in lot sizes. Check this out. Let me find it really quickly. Hang on. Check this out, okay? I'll even make it easier for y'all, just for easy math. Okay, so you know that your maximum lot size has to be $1, but $1, when we use lot sizes, we don't write it in the form of $1. We write it in a decimal place. Now, guys, this is where decimals and moving the decimal place actually come in handy outside of school. Okay, because my whole life I was like, when are you ever going to use this stuff? But it comes in handy here. Here's what I want you to understand. Once you've calculated 10% of 10%, which gives you the $1, right? All you do now, guys, okay, all you do is move your decimal place to the left one. So look at this. Look at the $. If y'all can see my cursor, right? Y'all can see my cursor, right? Y'all can see like where I'm moving around on my screen. Y'all can see my cursor rolling around. So if this is the $, all you do is move your decimal place to the left once. So you go boom. That'll give you a what? 0.10. Does that make sense? Don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to use this, but does that make sense? Once you've done 10% of 10%, when you get that number, move the decimal place to the left once. That's gonna give you what we call your maximum lot size. So let's think this through and then I'll show you this in theory or in action. That means that when you're placing a trade, if you have a $100 account, you cannot place a trade with a lot size that's bigger than 0.10. That's the maximum. So if you got $100 lot size, guys, you should not be doing 0.5s or 0.2s or 1.0s. Does that make sense? Okay, if that makes sense to everyone, drop some ones in the chat. Okay, I'm just trying to show you how to calculate your lot size. So based on your account balance, you do 10% of 10%, and whatever that number is, move the decimal place to the left once. So let's do another example. Let's do a $50 account. Okay, I'm gonna move the example because I don't want y'all to see the answer. I want everyone. Let's start with a $50 account. We're gonna walk it through, and then I'm gonna give y'all another example. Okay. $50 account. What's in the chat, guys? Drop it. What's 10% of $50? $5. Perfect. Now, what's 10% of $5? $0.50. Okay. So that means that you got 50 cents. Now, when you get that number, when you do 10% of 10%, what do you do next? Drop it in the chat. What do you do next? What's the next step? You do 10% of 10%, and then what do you do? I see Rome signaling it, right? What do you guys do? Drop it in the chat. Let's see if y'all following me. Rome, you drop it in the chat because they look like they scared.
You got to move the decimal over.
Right. I see Shanika got it, Anya got it. Okay, cool. So you move the decimal place to the left once. So if you do that based on that 50 cents, what's your new number? What's your maximum lot size? 0.050 or 0.05. To the left, not to the right, guys, to the left. Okay? To the left. So if you got 0.50, let's draw this on the board, right? Because we're gonna make this super simple. If we came to the conclusion that we got a $50 account, 10% of that is $5. 10% of that, y'all, excuse my bad writing. 10% of that is 50 cents. After you come up with this number, you move the decimal to the left once. Boom. I did it wrong. I wrote it wrong. My bad. Sorry. I put the answer before I got there. Hang on. Let's do that, right? Hang on. So 10% of $5 is 50 cents. Right? Then what do you do once you get this number? You move the decimal to the left once. Boom. What's the new number you get now? 0.05. Does that make sense to everybody? Do y'all see how I get this number right here? 0.05. So 0.05, guys, is what we call your maximum lot size. So that means that in any trade that you're taking, if you are using a $50 account, you cannot trade a lot size bigger than 0.05 at any time. Does that make sense? If you are doing a bigger than a 0.05, you are what we call over leveraging. You're not using proper risk management. Okay? Guys, if you start to just practice this as a brand new person, you're not going to have bad habits to break of over leveraging. Just start doing this. So let's do one more example and then we'll move on. And then I'll show y'all what this 0.05 actually means. And that's when y'all going to get excited. All right? So let's say, and I want everyone to work this out on your own and tell me what the maximum lot size is for this particular account. So I want you to do the whole thing and just tell me what the lot size is, okay? So if you got an account, if you've got an account, guys, let's say you're starting your trading account. Come on. You're starting your account with $575. Tell me what my maximum lot size is, y'all. Drop it in the chat. So do the math and then drop it in the chat. And guys, everybody work it out yourself before you look in the chat so you know what you're doing. Don't just look at the answer. Work it out for yourself. Everybody, go ahead and do it. When you get your answer, drop it in. Yo, this is the only time when math is now fun, okay? This is when math equals money in your pocket, all right? I see Andre put something, D put something. Come on, y'all. The rest of y'all, Rome. This is your account size that if you start in your trading account with $575, what's your maximum lot size that you can use in a trade? Okay, I see a bunch of different answers coming in. So let's work it out. Let's do it. So the first thing we do is we calculate what's 10% of $575. 10% of $575 is $57.50, right? Y'all agree with that? $57.50. Now, what's 10% of $57.50? 10% of $57.50 is $5.75. Now, when you get this number, what's the next thing we do? We move the decimal place to the left once. So our new number becomes 0.575, right? Y'all agree with this? 0.575. Now, when it comes to lot sizes, guys, okay, a lot size can only be 2 digits. So what would actually happen is this 5 will drop off. So you'll use a 0.57. Do y'all follow that? So your maximum lot size, if you got a $575 account, will be a 0.57 lot size. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. If it doesn't, say no. It's cool. Okay, that's why we're here. Make sure we get it. Because people, remember the whole goal. You got to get educated so that you understand how to do this so you can get results. If you don't understand this, say something, because you're not going to be able to get results because you're not going to do the right things in your accounts. Okay, cool. So I see some yeses. I'm going to do one more. Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more to make sure y'all got it. Okay, let's go one more time. Go ahead and figure out what your maximum lot size is going to be if you are starting an account with $88. I want everyone to figure it out, but don't drop it in the chat yet. Just figure it out. I'm going to tell everybody when to drop their answers in the chat. Just figure it out. Let's give everyone a couple seconds. Okay, let's get everyone a chance to work it out for themselves. Hold on, D. Right, D still dropping in the chat. Okay, guys, I'm gonna give y'all another 30 seconds and then we're gonna talk about it. Okay, let's go figure this out. What's your maximum lot size you can use if you got $88 in your trading account? All right, I see y'all dropping it now. Good stuff. So let's figure it out. Let's see who's right and who's wrong. So what do we do? Remember, 10% of 10%. So the first thing you do is take 10% of your $88, which is $8.80, right? Then we're going to take 10% of that. That's 88 cents, right? Once we find this number, what do? Move the decimal to the left. So our new number becomes 0.088. And what do we say? You only can use 2 numbers, so you just drop this. Don't round up, guys. Just drop the number. So your maximum lot size on an $88 account is a 0.08. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everyone on the call so far? If it doesn't, y'all, this is the time to say no. And it's cool. I don't mind. Okay? It's cool. This is why we're here. If you don't understand, drop a 2 in the chat. And y'all, this is not school where no one gonna judge you. This is the time to get answers because this is gonna get you paid. You don't wanna be playing with your money, right? You wanna make sure you understand what you're doing with your money. So if you don't get it, let us know because we're gonna make sure you get it. Okay, so I don't see no no's in the chat. So I'm assuming that everyone understands. Okay, is that safe to say everyone understands? All right, cool. So now that we understand how to calculate your maximum lot size, let's figure out now, okay? Same answer at 1%. Move left. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna show. I just like to give people an easy way, but really and truthfully, guys, let me just show you all the trick. If we started with $100 account, let's say we started with a $105 account. Let's do it the long way, then I'm gonna show you all a shortcut, right? So what's 10% of this? It's $10.50, right? What's 10% of that? $1.05, right? And then what do we do when we get to this number? We move the decimal to the left one. So our number is 0.105. We drop the last number, so our lot size is 0.10. Does that make sense, right? So check this out. If that's our number, guys, from your main number, right? From your main number, we can really move the decimal place just 3 places from the back. That's 10% of 10% of 10%. Boom, 0.10. Y'all see that? But I don't want to just give y'all move the decimal 3 places. I want y'all to have a thought process of what's happening. But that is literally the same math. So let's look at a number that only has 2 digits. What do you do then? Let's say you have a $54 account. What do you do now? You go 10% of 10% of 10%. So you just add the 0. So 0.05 is your lot size. Does that make sense to everyone? You can do it however you want, guys. Don't get confused. Just do follow this formula that works for you. So just remember, 10% of 10%, move the decimal place to the left. Or just move the decimal place from wherever it is, 3 decimal places to the beginning. But you got to remember to put your 0. And some people ain't good with decimals, so I wanted to make it easy. But that is a good observation, Andre. Yes, you're right. So now let's figure out, guys, what this lot size stuff means. So let's look at it. Okay, let's go back to our $100 account example. Right? $100 account. Because that's what a lot of y'all start your accounts with. So $100 account, right? 1, 2, 3. So our max lot size, I know, excuse my writing, guys, okay? It's hard writing with a mouse. My maximum lot size is 0.10. Does that make sense? Y'all see how I got that, right? How I got my maximum lot size. So what does this mean in the markets? Guys, what this means is if you're using a lot size of 0.10, right? That basically means that every movement in the market, every pip, and a pip is a step, and I'll break that down to you in a second. Just know that your maximum lot size, every pip is worth, okay? It's worth $1. Okay? Every pip is worth $1. So what is a pip? Think about it this way. Humans, when we're going from point A to point B, we take steps. In the market, right? In the market, when we're going from point A to point B, it's pips. It's measured in pips. So pips is like a step. And every step that the market takes, based on your lot size, it equals a dollar amount. So if you are trading with a 0.10 lot size, it's a $1 per pip. Every time the market moves one step, you are either profiting or losing $1. Does that make sense to everyone? And here's how you understand. And here's why I want y'all to, here's why the first way I was showing you guys makes it easy. Because check this out. Check this out. You got, stop it, come on, thingy. Sorry, y'all. Right? You got a $100 account. Okay, remember 10% of 10%. So 10% of the 100 is $10. 10% of $10 is $1. So this number here will always tell you what you're trading per pip. But you got to figure out the lot size, which is when you move it to the decimal place. So you go 0.01. I'm sorry, 0.1. 0.1 is your lot size. So 0.1 is your lot size, which equates to $1 per pip. So the lot size is what you put in your MetaTrader 4 app, but what it equates to in money is this number here. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, if I completely lost y'all. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, I see you guys say it makes sense. My new people, D, Shanika, the new folks on the call, let me know if that makes sense. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do another example, okay? Let's say you have a $64 account, right? Let's figure it out. $6.40 is that first 10%. Then we got to take 10% of that, which is 64 cents. Okay? 64 cents. Now to calculate, so we know per pip, we're going to be trading, they're going to be making money 64 cents per pip. But to calculate the lot size that you put in the phone, you move the decimal place back 1. So your lot size is 0.06 is your lot size. Understood? So in your phone, you're going to put a 0.06, but you know in your head that means that you're going to be earning, okay, because we're using 0.06 and not 0.064, we're going to be making 60 cents per pip. Okay, now what does that mean? Let's just continue to use this example. So now we know, based on our lot size that we placed in our trade, that this is the lot size we're using. We know that pays or moves 60 cents per pip. So let's calculate how much money we can make in a particular trade. So let's say a trade idea comes out. Okay, let's say a trade idea comes out, and basically where we put our TP, which is take profit, okay, which is our target in our phone, let's just say we're going for 10 pips. Okay, y'all, my writing is getting horrible. Hang on, y'all. Let's say in our trade, our TP is going to give us 10 pips. Someone tell me, if we are aiming for 10 pips and each pip in the market gives us 60 cents, how much money do we make if we hit our TP in this particular trade? Jackie, you want it? D, you want it? Okay. Right. You're going to make 60 cents per pip and you're going for 10 pips. That's going to pay you $6 in the market. That trade will make you $6 profit. I can see y'all understood that because y'all got that pretty quickly, right? So now let's say we sent a trade idea, and instead of going for 10 pips, we going for 30 pips. And you're using this same lot size. How much money would you be making if you hit take profit on that trade? I love it. Y'all getting this? You make $18 profit, right? You make $18 profit, guys. Look at this. Think of the power of that just for a second, right? Think of the power of this, y'all. You have an account that only got $60 in it, $64 in it. You're using the proper risk management, and in one trade, going for 30 pips in the market, which isn't a whole lot in the market, y'all, you can make $18. So let's say you took that trade, you hit your target. Now your account that you started with 64, you make $18 in profit. Now you're up to $82 in that account after one trade. Powerful stuff, ain't it? Right? This 30 pips in the market, depending on what we're trading, depending on what time of day it is, depending on what the market is doing, it could take us Today we took a trade, NZD USD, and we got 10 pips in like 10 minutes, right? It moved quick. As soon as the trade was dropped, we were in instant profit. Sometimes it can take you an hour to take 30 pips. Sometimes it can take you all day. Doesn't matter. The key is you're growing your account without working for it. Like Andre said, that's 28% growth on your $64 account in one trade. What bank is giving you 28% of your money in a day? None. The power of the skill, guys. That's why you got to learn this, okay? Cool. So I'm glad that you guys like that. Now, what I want you to understand is in the markets, if the market goes the opposite direction, it doesn't go in your direction, and we have something called a stop loss, okay, in the market. So let's do this, and we got to move quick because it's almost time for our 2 o'clock call, okay? Almost time for our 2 o'clock call, but check this out. In every trade idea, there's a couple parameters that we give, okay? So before I move on to that, do y'all understand how to calculate the pips? How to calculate the lot size and what that equates to in money? Let's do one more example just to make sure y'all got it, okay? Let's just say we're in a trade, and here's a good way to remember. So if you are looking at a lot size, so say we decide your lot size is 0.45, and you want to figure out how much that is in money, y'all, all you got to do is multiply it by 10. Or move the decimal place to the right once. It's $4.50 per pip. Does that make sense to y'all? So let's go back to our initial example. If we did our lot size is 0.10, and we're trying to figure out how much that is in money, all you do is multiply by 10, which is $1, right? Or to do it quicker, just move the decimal place to the right once, which is $1. So when you so let's say all my people on the call who are rookies and you're trading in your accounts and you're trading 0.01s, right? You're trading 0.01 lot size. If you're trying to figure out how much you're going to make per pip, all you do is move your decimal place to the right or minus or times it by 10, whatever you prefer. And that means that you're going to be making 10 cents per pip. Make sense, y'all? Yes or no? This is going to help you guys start to see, like when you take the trade, when you measure pips in that trade, you can kind of project how much money you're going to make. Okay? So let's move on. Okay? Let's check this out. So you guys understand how to calculate your maximum lot size, how much it equates to in pips, in dollars and cents, right? Now I want to show you all this in actual practice, okay? So I'm gonna show y'all one more thing real quick. So let's show you what it is in an actual trade idea that comes out in the group. So let's say, guys, this trade comes through in the signals chat. This here, look at this this is how the signals come through. It looks similar to this, y'all. In the group chat, you'll see something come out like this. It's gonna tell you whether we're buying or selling. It's going to tell you what currency pair we're trading, and it's always going to give you something called a stop loss, and then it's going to give you one take profit or multiple, okay? If you are new, only go for TP1, okay? If you are new, don't try to be greedy and go for 2 and 3, just go for TP1, okay? If you're new, get the practice in. So what are these things? Stop loss, guys. Take profit stands for exactly what it says. It starts for I'm going to place this trade when the price of the currency pair gets to this number that I typed in. Take me out the trade in profit. That means the trade is going to automatically close with how much ever money you made. Okay. Stop loss means this is a protection in a trade. This says if the trade is not going in my direction, and it gets to this number here, take me out the trade with whatever I lost. Don't let me keep losing. Does that make sense to everybody? So when we're placing trades in our MetaTrader 4 app, guys, you do not have to stay glued to your phone. Why? Because the app itself is automated. Once you put those numbers in, when price hits either of those numbers, it's going to stop the trade. Either it's going to stop you in profit, or it's going to stop you at a loss. And I'm going to show you guys how you can be able to not get losses once you've moved once you're in profit. Okay. But does that make sense? So guys, what I want you to understand for rule of thumb, never enter a trade in your MetaTrader 4 and without placing 2 of these numbers in. Here's why. Because what that's telling the app, if you just go into the trade and hit sell EuroCAD, it's never going to end. You're going to stay in that trade forever because it doesn't have any targets. Does that make sense to everyone? Awesome. So you got to make sure you put targets. You got to make sure you have a target to take you out with your money. And you also got to make sure you have a stop loss, which is a protection to say, hey, don't keep going down till all the money out my account is gone. Because guys, what's going to happen? Let's say you have a $50 account. And let's say, I'm just using hypothetically, let's say you enter the trade at this level here. Let's say you got a $50 account, right? Let's say you're going for 10 pips in this direction, right? This is your target. So you put your TP number in, which basically says, hey, when price gets to this level, exit me out the trade with my money. But let's say you don't put a stop loss. You forget to put it. And let's say price does not go in your direction. Instead, it starts going this way. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to stay in that trade. And if it keeps going until all your $50 is gone, it's going to take your whole account. You don't want to do that. Okay? You do not want to do that. You do not want to blow your account because you forgot to put a stop loss. Right? So always, and every trade idea that's sent out will always have a stop loss, and it'll always have a take profit. Okay? It's always going to have those 2 numbers. Make sure you put them in. Now, what you want to do is once you go ahead and actually, see the signal come through in the group, here's how you place the trade, guys. Okay? Here's how you place the trade, and we're done. First thing you do, the trade comes through. You want to look at it. If you're new, here's what I used to have to do when I was new. It's in my phone, in the Telegram chat, but I actually have to use MetaTrader. Write this bad boy down. Just write the numbers down and make sure you write it down correctly. Ask Ann. She put in a TP the other day. She missed out a number. I knew the trade hit take profit and she was still in. When she looked at her TP, she missed a number. So she was going to be in that trade for another 1,000 pips because she had put the wrong number. So make sure you be careful with this stuff. So what I would recommend you do is write that, take a sheet of paper when a trade comes through, write it on a sheet of paper. So you can have something to look at when you go to MetaTrader 4. So what you do is open MetaTrader 4 up on your phone. It's going to look similar to this. The first thing you do is you go to the quote screen, okay, which is going to be that bottom left button at the bottom of your MetaTrader 4 app. It's going to list all of these currency pairs, right? You look for the currency that was sent out in the signal, right? So in this particular example, guys, the trade said EuroCAD. So you just scroll through your list and look for the actual currency pair. If that currency pair is not listed on your quote screen, guys, all that means is you need to add it. So all you do is from the same quote screen, click this little plus right here. Okay, click the little plus right here. And then it's going to give you a list of categories, and you just search through all of them till you find the currency. Okay, once you find the currency pair, all you do is press on the actual pair that was sent out in the signal, and then a box like this is going to pop up. If you're on an Android, it's going to look slightly different, but almost the same. Okay, you're going to click on the trade button. Okay, so you look for the currency pair on your quote screen, then you click it and click trade. Once you do that, guys, what's going to happen is you're going to come up to this screen here that looks like step 3. Okay, that looks like step 3. Here's where you're going to actually type in those numbers that came in the trade. So we sent you a stop loss, we sent you a take profit. You literally just type the numbers in here, y'all. Just type them in. So you're looking at your sheet of paper, whatever it says for SL, it stands for stop loss, you put that number there. Whatever it says for take profit or TP, you put that number here. Okay, y'all remember in that example, it might have multiple take profits. Your app can only take one at a time. So you got to choose which target you're going for. I always say, if you're new, go for TP1. Here's why. It's like in sports. TP1 is like going for a layup. TP2 is like going for a free throw. TP3 is like going for the three-pointer. Which one are you more likely to score in, guys? The layup, the free throw, or the three-pointer? Which one? The easy layup. So TP1 is like your layup. Get your pips, get your money. Don't be greedy. Don't go for three-pointers every time because you're going to miss a lot of them. So that's what a lot of you guys do. You put TP3 in because you want to get all the pips, but then price goes to TP1 and then reverses and never hits your TP. So go for TP1 all the time. TP1 diet. Okay, if you're new, TP1. Drop that in the chat. TP1. I'm going for TP1. All right. Don't be greedy. So you type the number that's in stop loss in here. You type the number that's in TP1 and take profit. And then guess what do you do? Okay. Guess what you do? Okay. Guess what you do? You hit the sell button because based on the trade that came out, it said we were going to sell EuroCAD. Okay. So when we're on the trade screen, we type the numbers in and which button do we press? We press the sell button because the signal said that we were going to sell EuroCAD. Does that make sense to you all? Is this making sense? And this is going to be much more clear when you actually start to do this. And don't feel no type of way to send a screenshot in the Planets and Stars group when you're placing your trade and say, hey guys, is this right? We got you. We want to make sure you understand because when we do that for you 5 times, you got it. So don't be scared to ask for help. That's what we're here for, okay? So you literally type the numbers in, fill in the stop loss and take profit, hit the sell button, boom. Once you hit sell, you are now in the trade. Simple, ain't it? So guys, literally what we just showed you how to do is how to copy and paste the trade signals that are being sent out in the group chats. You're able to copy and paste them in your phone, and now you know what lot size you should be using. Now, if you're new on the call, guys, write this down. If you are new, just because we didn't have time to talk about one more thing that we'll do on another call. If you're new, take one trade at a time. So sometimes I might send out 3 different trades, right? I got 2 minutes. I might be able to show you all this. So check this out, and then tell me if this makes sense. If you're new, take one trade at a time. So if I send out a trade and you enter it with the maximum lot size, don't enter another trade when I send it out because you're using the maximum lot size. You're already in a trade. So let the trade hit profits, and then after you secure your money, you can get in the next trade. Does that make sense? But here's how I want to show you all something really quickly. Normally we'd have more time for this, but I want to show you all this. This is what you need to consider if you do want to take multiple trades that are sent out at the same time. Check this out, and then we're done. Check this out. This is important, y'all. If you want to take multiple trades, here's something that you got to remember or at least consider, okay? And if this is confusing to you right now, don't take multiple trades right now. Take one at a time. But here's what I want y'all to look at. Let's say we already came to the conclusion that if we got a $100 account, our maximum lot size we can use is a 0.10. True or true? If y'all agree with that, put a 1 in the chat, right? $100 account, our maximum lot size is a 0.10. So if you take one trade, you could take one trade with a 0.10. Now, if you take one trade with a 0.10 lot size, you have used your maximum lot size. So you cannot take another trade. Now, if you want to take multiple trades, here's what you got to do. You got to break that 0.10, that lot size, up into smaller sizes so you can take multiple positions. So here's what that means. Let's say you know, okay? Let's say you know that your maximum lot size is 0.10, right? Why is this not working for me? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm not tripping. Hold on. Here we go. I don't know. Okay, y'all see that 0.10 is the maximum lot size. If you want to take multiple trades though, you got to break it down. So let's say a trade comes out, USD JPY, send it out in the group. You already know for the day your lot size is 0.10, your maximum. But you're like, hey, Sophie be sending out 3-4 trades. I want to be able to take multiple. I want to have multiple chances to be in the market. So that means that on that first trade that comes out, guys, you don't go in with a 0.10. You go in with something left.